Dear everyone, on Saturday the 9th of January I lost one of the most important person in my life, Dad, or you may know him as Anthony Rodriquez or A-Rod. He was loved by many, and I'll always remember the family events, paella days, work events, friends coming over, days down the waterfront, and I'm leaving work now, but 40 minutes later he'd still be at work. But the most important thing I remember of Dad was his smile, laugh, loud voice, how much he loved his family. He will always be my Lego builder buddy, my 48-year-old man-child, my movie-watching buddy, and the only other boy in the house. Dad, you were and always will be the life of the party and the best dad I could ever ask for. I'll miss you, Dad. Love you to the moon and back.
Anthony, as most of you know, was born on the 29th of December 1972. He was the third son of Phil and Angela and brother to Joseph and Marc. At the age of 17, Anthony was diagnosed with a coarctation of the aorta and underwent 2 separate heart surgeries, resulting in a stainless steel St. Jude's valve. He knew more than most that life was precious, and he celebrated with exuberance each of his 48 years. Anthony and I married in 1997. He loved me, and he loved our children, Felicia, Angelica, and Dominic. Family was his greatest passion, our little family, but also his parents, brothers, and their families, and after he met me, he enveloped Connie and my mum and my family into his world. He loved spending time together. His favourite was at Christmas time, when over days the Rodriquez family gathers at the waterfront, laughing, dancing, eating, drinking and talking, doing all of Anthony's favourite things in his favourite place. After leaving school, Anthony trained as a chef. He always loved cooking, and it remained part of his life forever. In 1994, Phil and Nat were opening Sylvania BMW. His dad said he could work there, but he had to give it 2 years. He never left. It was the beginning of his true calling, his lifelong love with BMW, the car, the brand, and the family business. His work and his home life collided and merged as one. His work colleagues were his family, and his little family became entrenched in the world of BMW. None more than when I watched Anthony and Dom together during a Fatrick tour in Munich, heads close together, talking, pointing, and discussing. Could the name Snapper really be in the colour of a car? BMW allowed Anthony and I to embrace our shared passions for travel, friends, food, and shopping. Anthony was one of the best shoppers I knew. He didn't do it often, but when he did it, it was with the same delight and passion he showed for everything else. I was grateful and happy that Anthony loved the Aeolian Islands of our heritage as much as I did. He loved the Stromboli sun, the food, the lifestyle, but most of all, he loved the people he met. I'd leave him in a bar or cafe while I did the shopping. They would talk in Italian, he would talk in English. I don't know how much they understood of each other, but I could hear the laughter as I walked away. Our 2001 tour of Selena will go down in history. To the Valley of Churches, we raced in a Fiat 500. We got to the top and out we climbed to look at Anthony's grandfather's home. Anthony, then Phil, then Angela, then Connie, then myself and Felicia. We must have been a sight to see. Anthony's world was not complete without his friends. Whether it was a morning coffee, a quiet word, a phone call, a night out, a dinner party, a charity dinner, a large party or a barbecue, Anthony loved to spend time with his friends. But Anthony's greatest passion was his children. He was so proud of them. He wanted to instill in them the values by which he lived his life: love, honesty, respect, family, work, and passion. In the last few years, our little family has faced some big challenges. We have faced them together and remained solid. This last week we have faced our greatest, but we will continue to remain solid, to face it together, and we will live our best life while continuing to laugh along the way.
On behalf of the Rodriquez family, we'd like to thank everyone for their love and support on the loss of Anthony. Anthony had two loves in his life, his family and BMW. Anthony will never be replaced in our family. He was left a large hole that can't be filled. Anthony was the strength that held it all together for the family along with Mum and Dad, and he was always there for them. Anthony was Dad's confidant and grateful for the life he had and for the career opportunities he was afforded, working hard for our family. When we were children growing up in Campsie, we would play cricket in the street with the other kids and football in our backyard. This then grew into his love for the Canterbury Bulldogs. And when we moved to Cronulla, he then converted to the Sharkies. But it was always a Bulldog supporter at heart. I'm sure Anthony's love for fast cars came from the days in our street as children. Joseph would build billy carts out of timber. We would take them to the top of the hill and fly down the road together. He put 98 years into 48 years and lived life to the fullest. He was a great man with a heart of gold and infectious laugh. And he greeted everybody like they were part of our family and made them feel at home. Anthony had a love for suits, nice clothes and shoes, along with his passion for cooking and good food and wine. Simone, we will always be there for you. Felicia, Angelica and Dominic. And no questions asked. We know Anthony is still around and keeping an eye on us all. Next time you see a quiet life, sitting quietly, and a seagull appears out of nowhere, make sure you throw him a chip and say good day.